Chair, now recognize Mr. Sessions from Texas for 5 minutes.
Mr. Chairman, thank you very much. Gentlemen, welcome, and thank you very much for taking time. We've been sitting here listening and strongly identify that both of you have chosen to do this as strong people who have an ethical and moral idea about your service to this country. We want to thank you. Today we have examples of the Department of Justice and the IRS that have not just given special treatment to those who committed tax evasion and financial fraud with the president's family, but I think there's another point that we would want to make today, and that is that I believe that a taxpayer system where the agency is tasked with enforcing the laws fairly on regular citizens is also seeking the chance to shield those well-connected to the President of the United States from consequences of illegal behavior in direct opposition to our nation's founding principles. We've established that. I think that's pretty clear what you've said today. But I have a question for both of you because I believe today's hearing goes beyond that, and that is that there are strong whistleblower protections under 5 U.S.C. Section 2302, the Whistleblower Protection Act, that afford you and any other person who works in this government the protection from retaliation after making a legally protected disclosure. In doing your job, you felt like there was something wrong, you said something about it, and you filed for whistleblower status because you believed that something was being held against you. In fact, both of you had made several legally protected disclosures during this time for the record. Is that correct?
That's correct.
That is correct.
So after making this disclosure to the committee, did the IRS comply with the statutorily required whistleblower protections? How were you treated in this endeavor?
So I'll start. So since I made these protected disclosures that are legally protected, the IRS has chosen to retaliate against me in multiple ways. Even now, there's major case initiatives that actually Special Agent Ziegler started as well that are now being put on the back burner and just being slow walked. Again, there's the my immediate supervisor and 2 levels above them haven't spoken to me since June 1st of 2023. Even though I'm sending them emails and trying to conduct my business on a daily basis, they literally have not spoken to me. There's
Would that be normal?
No, absolutely not. I mean, we're running undercover operations. We're doing interviews across the world, and it really becomes when senior leadership really cuts off communication like that, it increases the chance of some officer safety type issue when we can't communicate those type of issues with senior leadership and we have no support from them.
Absolutely, Mr. Ziegler.
To be completely honest with you, this is going to make me a little bit emotional, but
and I'm sorry because I know this is personal. You spoke about that in your opening statement.
Never have I thought that it's essentially like being left out on an island, and I don't know if that's done purposefully, but I essentially made disclosures up to the commissioner of the IRS. I said what happened, and the response I got a few days later was, I may have broken the law, and don't ever do this again. Your emails need to go through your leadership. So to have that come to me was chilling. It was, I can't even put words to it. But what I can say is there are some people within my agency, some people in leadership that have been a person that I can go to for support, but the vast majority of it has just, it's the impact on the person, it's awful.
Well, retaliation is many times seen by people who know it when they see it. And that is why the law exists. And I want both of you to know, as Chairman of Government Operations Subcommittee for this committee, Government Reform and Oversight, Government Accountability, I will be coming to the IRS and I will be going to other agencies specifically about their retaliation under the law within their agencies that we should take as a committee, a whole committee and a subcommittee, very seriously, because this could be a number of matters that are taking place where people have chilling impact against the laws of the United States of America. Gentlemen, I've been taking notes. I want to thank you for being here today. Mr. Chairman, thank you. I yield back my time.
Gentleman yields back. Chair now recognizes